Hello, my name is Dr. Esther Trufan, and this is experimentium.org. In this video, I'm going to show you what rubrics I use to grade the student work generated for my classes. I go to Instructor Resources, scroll down, find rubrics, click on it, click Prelab Grading Rubric, and I have an editable Word document that I will use to grade all the prelabs. In this category that is worth 100 points total, I score students on their experimental protocol, which is worth half the points or 50 points. In order for students to get the full credit for this category, I expect them to meet all the following requirements. The experiment has to be described in sufficient detail for another person to perform the experiment without help. So there will be no access to videos when they're performing the experiment. All the equipment has to be utilized. All the required amounts of chemicals have to be included. And ideally, the students will mark all the places where observations and data will need to be added later. The chemical table will require the name of the chemical, the formula of the chemical, the hazards associated, the required personal protective equipment, and a reference to the safety document from which this information was extracted. Ideally, you want to modify this document as we no longer use MSDS, but rather the SDS documents. The equipment table is worth 25 points, and this is where the students will list all the equipment by name and by picture. And if you want to be more accessible than we were with this document, you may want to add either picture or description of the equipment to demonstrate that you welcome students who are blind or low vision. And the final task, the purpose of the equipment in the experiment. If one of these categories is not met, some points are deducted, and if multiple categories are missing or incorrectly completed, I usually subtract a lot of points to discourage students from adopting lax attitudes. If the sections are missing, a 0 is assigned for the category. In a follow-up video, I will demonstrate on real student samples how I apply this rubric.
Register for a free Experimentium by OpenStax webinar on Thursday, February 26, 2026 at 1 p.m. CST using the QR code below. See you there!